let's take a look inside Hasbro's retro Escape from the Death Star board game and exclusive Tarkin action figure. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with a whole new video. What are we going to do today? Well, we're going to take a look at the Death Star board. We're going to take a look at this Death Star game. The one we all been waiting for, the one that comes with Tarkin. You can see him here. Can't you see him? Can't you see him? That's Tarkin. We're going to open it up, take a look inside, and compare it with the original. Big shout out to the hidden Woodsman. I'll put a link to his cool website in the description below, but he was able to send me this and some other goodies since I haven't been able to find it at Target yet. And what else did he send me? Well, I'm not going to open. I was going to do a whole unboxing, but I always feel kind of weird doing unboxing videos. It's kind of like me saying, hey, look what this guy sent me. Why don't you send me some stuff too? And I love when you guys send me stuff, don't get me wrong, but I don't need it. I enjoy it. But I feel like if I do a video, it's just trying to say, hey, look at me, look what I got free. Why don't you send me something? You don't like me? So it makes me feel a little uneasy doing unboxing videos, unless maybe it's something new or something super neat. And this is something super neat in the box, so I wanted to share it. First, he also sent me this speeder bike right over there. Isn't that cool? I'm going to find a better place for it, not on top of an ad. But I bought this myself. I'll show this to you. Now it says it's solar power. You put an action figure on it or whatever you want to display and it spins around. I thought that would look very cool in the junk room also. But it needs batteries. I thought the whole point of solar power was no batteries. So I'm going to have to go see if I read the description wrong or what. But I will share this with you real quick. Look at this right here, guys. You know what this is? A rocket firing Boba Fett. Look at that. It even has the little launcher on the back and everything. This is very cool. Now, as you probably know, it's not a real one. It's a custom. Let me put it down here so the other camera can get it real good. It, of course, is a custom, but it's a very well... Let's get this thing out of the way. It don't stand too good. It's a very well-made custom. So I'm standing right here at the other camera so you can kind of see them side by side. As you can see, the custom one's a little smaller. You can touch it. It feels a little different also. I'll put it over here so you can see the back of them really good. Let's see. Let's stand them up here. See if I can get them to stand on my new display table. Right there, but it has the launcher and everything. As you can see, it has where you can launch it. Has the missile and everything. But a big shout out to the hidden Woodsman. Very great guy. Just wanted to throw these up. I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing this. I'll throw up a better picture of it so you can see it. Like I said, he doesn't stand too good. Oh, look, it is spinning. I don't know if it's spinning or not, or I just hit it. Anyway, you're not here to see this spin around. You're here to see me open up the Death Star game. Are you ready? I also got my original here so we can compare the two. So let's get to it. Whew, it's hot as hell up here. Okay. First, a razor blade. Be very careful if you're going to use them. It got me in the eye. Well, let's take it. My debate was, do I open it? Do I keep it in the box? And then once I open it, do I open up the card and get the figure out? I haven't really decided if I'm going to open the figure yet or not. I would love to have it to display on my Tarkin, on my Death Star over there. But I think I'm going to wait till I can find another one first. And then I'll decide if I want to open it. So here we go. Look at the Death Star. There it is, the Death Star game. Put it right here so you can see it really good. And let's take this up and take a look at it. In fact, I'm going to have to move the camera so we can get a really good look at it. Okay, guys? Who put that there? Okay, guys. I wish there wasn't a glare on it, but that seems to be where the glare is. Okay, let's take a little closer look at it first. There, you got the Tarkin in the window right there, as you can see. See what we got down here. Let's compare the two before I start opening up the boxes. As you can see, the other box, the newer box, is a lot thicker. I know this isn't very probably professional doing it like this, but you guys want close details, I'm sure. There's the Tarkin. Let's look at him up close again real quick. And we got the damage here, the fake damage around the board. As you can see, the original doesn't have it. They do both have a code number here at the top, and this one has a code number here. Of course, the original Kenner one has the LP logo, which I did a whole video on that logo if you want to know more about it, and the new one doesn't. It would have been a nice little retro touch if they put the LP logo on it, but I can understand maybe why they didn't. Now, this one, he says, is for ages 8 and up. And down here is for 7 and up. So I wonder what happened in the last 40 something years of why this game is now, you have to be one age older to play it. And everything else looks about the same. It's really good detail, and I really enjoy the look of it. They really did a good job. Of course, another difference I see here is, let me get some light on it, sorry. Didn't really, just an extra light. You can see the original game, as you can see here, the original game was made in Canada, and the new one is made in China. And like I said, the older game is a little bit thicker. Yes, I have a lot of Mountain Dew bottles back there. Do not judge. So let's take a look at the inside. See if I can open this with one hand. I need a cameraman, I guess. Yeah, not too bad. There's the box right there. So let's look at inside. Of course, we have the spinner here, just like the original game. I think this one actually spins better, it looks like. We have the deck of cards right here that you need for the game. I'm not going to open them because I'm not going to play this game being I had the original. No really neat, nothing else in there. So, as you can see, there's a white board here keeping the Tarkin in place. Now, if you notice, a Tarkin is on a bubble. And if you notice the original vintage card stuff, they didn't put toys in a bubble, like in a tray. So, I wish they didn't do a tray. Just threw them in there. Kind of like the retro Funko line reactions did. They didn't use a tray either. I understand the tray holds the figure in, makes it look better, but to do a vintage look, a retro look, I wish they didn't do the tray like that. But just a minor complaint here. So it's got a little tab here so you can lift it up pretty easy. So let's lift it up and we'll see Tarkin fall right out of there. So let's take a look at this Tarkin here and compare it again. That seems to be kind of a glare. I hope that's a little better. And there he is right there, and there's the sticker. I'm going to see how easy that sticker is to peel off, and if I do rip the card, then I'll just open the figure. But it's a nice looking card. It's just about what you think a card feels like and everything. Nothing's really special about the card itself. I wish the back was more retro, but again, that's just nitpicking right there. They kind of went with a little retro design here of the drawings, concept art of the figures, and but of course didn't show all 12 because you can't get all 12, so understand that. It says here each soul separately, subject to change. We know all that, and there's all the other writing and stuff, but it looks pretty good. Again, let's get a better, try to get it where it's not a glare on it here. Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands out of the way, but that's the Tarkin right there. Now, I'm going to see how easy this sticker is to peel off, at least with one hand. So let's look at this real quick here. Again, it is a sticker. Wherever I put it, it's going to be a glare. I'll cut the camera off, and then the video looks ugly. I mean, if I cut the light off, again, trying it with just one hand here might be a bad idea. Ugh, yeah, it doesn't come off real easy. Look at that. It doesn't come off real easy. It's going to take work to get it off. So I'm not going to do it with one hand. It's not something you can just peel up and peel off like a good sticker. But let's just check it down here and see. Perfect. Let's put the camera right here. Let's put the camera back on the Junkman. And we'll just see real quick if we can get it off without damaging the card. Ooh, yeah. Like I said, that's going to take some work right there, guys. That's going to take work to get this off with. We got a razor blade here. Let's see if I can. Don't want to scratch the card there, do we? I mean, it's not too bad. It's just going to take work and everything to get off. Come on, Hasbro. You had to put the damn Subaru sticker on it, did you? But anyway, I'm not going to sit here and try to peel it all off, I guess, because now the card just looks ugly. Look at that. But just want to see. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I know this isn't probably very entertaining to watch me peel a sticker off, but hey, at least you guys will see. Probably need to put something on it, maybe get it a little wet. I'm not really sure. Somebody told me hair dryers do good at getting stickers off, but I usually don't take off stickers and stuff. So I like a. Now look at that. Look at that. I ripped the card trying to get a sticker off. See that? I'll rip the card. So you know what that means, guys? This is going to be the one I'm going to open. So let's just open it up anyway. Damn it. Next one I'm probably just going to leave the sticker on it, I guess. So if you're wondering how easy the stickers are to get off, they're not that easy. So my advice, at least if you're like me and can't get it off, don't get it off. But then again, so let's take a look. Let's get the camera here and take a little closer look here at the actual Tarkin in his tray. But nice looking. It looks like a nice looking detail on the face. Actually, it's probably a lot better face detail than something you would saw in 1978 or that line. So let me put the camera back here real quick, guys, so I can get him out of his tray. The gun is taped into the tray. I hate when they do that also. And then we'll take a look at this gun and we'll compare it to a vintage gun and just see. Do I have a vintage gun? I have to get up and get a vintage gun. Now that we have this, and you can see the Tarkin action figure loose, let's take a closer look at it. Okay, let's lay Tarkin down here so we can get a good look at him. Try to put a little light here so we can get a good... There he is. Like I said, it's a very good looking figure. I think even the details of the face and everything look good to me. Trying to find the best way not to get a shadow on. Let's flip him over and take a look at the back of him. Again, you will see a copyright date down here at the bottom that says it's got 2 different codes on it. It doesn't have a date, but of course it has codes that's different. But of course, this was never released in the original line, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm guessing the other figures have it also. So let's see how he looks next to another vintage figure, guys. Let's flip him over here. Stay right there, Tarkin. I have a Han Solo handy. Probably not the best one to compare him to, but let's just see compared side by side here. You see the Han Solo is a lot bigger and taller, which is odd because all the figures usually are the same size. So you can definitely tell next to a figure that he's a lot different. So now let's compare the guns. In fact, guys, you know what might be best? It might be nice to compare him with this guy, being that these guys here almost the same outfit. Let's see if we can get him to stand up here. The body is about the same, actually. Look at that. Look at that. Let's there we go, get some more light on him there. So as you can see, the body is almost the same. You got the belt, it's about the same. You even got the little crease in the pants right there, is about the same. The hands. So it looks like it might have used the same mold for the Imperial guy over here. Let's see how they look at the back. Okay, the Tarkin has a much wider stance, as you can see also, but they look a lot like, now this of course one's black and one's gray, but they look a lot like the same figure, the same molds used. So that's interesting. Now I noticed something here also. The Tarkin seems to have a lot of space between the arms, so it looks like it might come off. Now see, he doesn't really have that. Looks like a lot of play. That arm might come off with a lot of rough play, and the head looks a little cheaply made around the neck also. Let's see if I can get a better close to that. You can see what I'm talking about here. I mean, it's nothing too noticeable. It's just something I just noticed with my eye that it might be a little cheaply more made is the right word maybe I want to use for it. Let's get another look at Tarkin here. The face looks really good, like I said. There we go. Hold the camera right there for you. The face looks really good if you ask me. Now let's compare the guns. Okay, let's get real close right here. The one over here on the left is the black Tarkin gun, and the other one, more of a blue look, is the one for the Imperial dude. They look, I mean, you can tell by looking at them, this was a lot black, shinier, and let's see. Sound about the same here, and let's look at the other side here. Of course, the black one. Now, there's a number 4 on this gun, which is maybe someone that knows Hasbro can know, because I've seen it have number 5 on it in some of the other pictures. So this one has the number 4, and someone told me their gun had a 3. The original gun has no number, so that's something else you might want to look at. So let's continue looking at the board game, though. Okay, let's continue looking at the board game. Here we got the pieces to the board game. Again, I'm not gonna tear all that out and everything, being I had the game. Being I had the game already, and it's not even fun. Pegs. You got the instruction sheet here, which has the Disney Hasbro stuff on it, so you know it's not the original instructions. Nothing on the back. There's some trash. And let's look at the board game here. Let's get out of here. I'll have to take this out first. I mean, Junkman doesn't know what he's doing. So let's open this up here and look at the board game. In fact, I might have to way up here. In fact, what I'm going to do is, bear with me for a bad cut here. I'm going to try to put the games side by side. Okay, guys, here's the board. Sorry again for the glare. Board side by side. As you can see, the new one's a lot more glossy, a lot more shinier. I mean, it's not as old either, so maybe that's why. But this one, the original game, is a little longer. If you look right here, is a little longer than the normal game. Of course, this one here has the made in. The new one has made in China and the new date on it. This one here doesn't have any copyright down here. Other than that, I can't really. There's copyright on the old ones up here at the top. Of course, what we see here, 1977. So I can't really see a difference other than the copyright's in a different place, and the board is a little bigger on the original game. And this one, of course, is a lot shinier. But that might be just because it's new. But I doubt the new one was that shiny when it first came out. The back of the board, of course, is the same. Nothing here special to really talk about the back of the game. Well, I guess this is more. Let me get real close here. See, the original board is kind of had these lines on it like this, kind of like a baby snake's back. And this one here is more smooth, normal board here. So you can definitely tell by looking at them which is which here. So let me flip it back over here. So again, this is the original game right here. Pieces right here. Let's put this back in here and kind of see how this goes here, and we'll compare the two. Let's see. Let's compare the spinners here. I don't think I have to tell you which is which. And look at that. You can see a definitely difference here. The tray here is a lot bigger than this tray. This one has, looks like the cards stand up in it. And this one here has where they lay down in it. The spinner here is the same photo. Actually, the old one might spin better. I thought the new one spin better. You can see this middle center thing is a lot different. So that's a lot different right there by just looking at it. You can definitely tell. Not going to fool anyone if anybody's trying to. If somebody bought the old game and tried to throw this in as saying it's complete and put this with the game to make an old game complete, they're not going to. You're probably not going to fall for it. Let's look at the instruction sheet here. Of course, one is a lot wider, but they did pretty good at matching these together. Of course, there's a little different, like the ages at the top and the logos at the bottom that say Hasbro and Disney. And the May the Force be with you font is a lot smaller on the new one than on the big one. See if there's any difference between these cards here and the new ones. Let's see here. Can't really. This is an old one here. This is the new one. So let's put them side by side. In fact, let's do this. Kind of match up here. They look pretty identical, really. The new ones of course, have a new copyright date on them, and the old ones have the old date on them. But other than that, I can't really see any major difference from just glancing at it. Maybe you can. The back of it looks about the same. A little darker, but I don't know. That might be just the age making it darker. Now these cards, I'm not going to open up. There's really no need for me, but we'll compare the cards right here. Look about the same. Like I said, little differences is the color, and it looks like, let's see, yeah, the original card is a lot smaller. See that? It's a lot smaller than the other card. So let's flip it over, and I'll see if I can find that card. Hold on just a second. Okay, guys, I found the original card here with the same photo on it. Again, as you can see, these cards, the old cards are a little smaller than the big cards. This is more white, but like I said, it might be the time here. Just these are faded over time. They're over 40 years old. And of course, you have the new logo on it. Now come over here with me, real guys. I've been waiting over 40 years to do this. So let's put Tarkin somewhere. Where should Tarkin go? Right here. Overlooking the Death Star. There he is. Tarkin with a stormtrooper on the Death Star. After 40 years, or more than 40 years, finally a Governor Tarkin on my Death Star playset. That's been a long time coming. And that's a look at the Death Star escape game Be honest with you, I played this game. Actually picked the old one up at a flea market about a couple years. Move the table, making the camera shake. I picked the old one up back in the 90s at a flea market. Played it with my son and my daughter and stuff, and it's kind of boring, to be honest with you. That's why I might just have to get another Tarkin somewhere else. Maybe somebody can send me a Tarkin, because I really don't want to pay another $20 for this board game. I got the original, now I got this one, and they're not too fun. So it's going to be hard for me to split with my money just to buy another one to keep on card. So I might just leave that one open over there. Looks good on my Death Star as it is. So I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, that's a look at the Death Star game. Again, if you're looking for this, Target exclusive, kinda. They say they will be on online retailers in the fall. So if you don't find it at Target, you don't have a Target near you, wait. Don't buy overpriced stuff on eBay, because you'll be able to find this at Target, Target Online, and other online retailers. If you're looking for your local Target store now, it's hitting now. From what I understand, by May 12th, they're going to be on an end cap, or they're going to be really in a store where you can find them. Now, if you're looking for them, one thing I had one guy tell me, he looked in the toy section and didn't see them, but he went to the electronics area over by the pop culture stuff, and he found it over there in the electronics section, you know, where they keep the pops and things like that, the Funko Pops. Now, I haven't heard anyone else say that, but one guy did, so that's the thing. If you go to the store, just double check. But that's a look at the game. Again, by May 12th, you should be able to find this at your local store, and hopefully at Target.com. And the figures itself are hitting now. May 4th, a lot of people said they're going to see them on May 4th, but if you don't see them by May 4th, check by May 12th. Again, May 12th is the actual deadline or shipping date where all stores should have them by May 12th. And they should be easy to find. These aren't like one case coming. Now, I heard some people say, well, the store only got one case of the game, or they only got one case of the figures. Yes, the first shipment might be 1 or 2 cases, but this is something that's going to be reordered and thrown back out there if they sell. So it's not like they're going to sell out and not get any more in. So, and if you're a collector or whatever, here's a little friendly advice anyway. If you walk into your Target and you see the game, or you see the new figures on the shelf, buy 1, maybe buy 2, and leave the others for the next collector to come in. And who knows, that next collector might be you. Please think about your fellow collectors. Don't just say, hey, I like these figures, I'm going to buy every one of them they have on the shelf, and throw some up on eBay. Come on, guys, let's watch out for our fellow collectors. Anyway, that's a look at the Escape from Death Star game. And a big shout out again to the Hidden Woodsman. Check out his website if you're into hunting and camping and all that stuff. I think you'll really enjoy it. He's got some really neat stuff over there. So, I want to thank you for watching. We'll be back very soon with a whole brand new spanking video.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.